A story that might just save your life tonight. Before we go any further, I need to tell you something that might just shock you. Every single year, over 70,000 seniors die in their sleep, and many of these deaths are completely preventable. No, not all of them pass peacefully from old age. Some of them, far too many, die because of everyday sleep habits. Small things they did every night without knowing how dangerous they were. After 60, your body doesn't behave the way it used to. Your sleep becomes lighter. Your breathing changes. Your heart doesn't recover like before. And yet many of us, myself included, keep following sleep routines we learned in our youth. But what once felt normal can now become a threat. One wrong sleeping position, one late night snack, even keeping your room just a little too warm, these can trigger silent heart stress, breathing issues, and even fatal events while you sleep. And here's the truly terrifying part: you don't feel it happening. You sleep right through it until you don't wake up. But I'm not here to scare you. I'm here because you deserve to know the truth, and more importantly, you deserve to know what to do instead. In this video, we'll uncover the 7 most dangerous sleep habits for people over 60 and simple steps you can take tonight to sleep safer and live longer. And wait until you hear about habit number 1, a behavior so common more than 70% of seniors do it every night, often thinking it helps them sleep, when in fact it could be making everything worse. Watch until the end, because what you'll learn could literally change how you sleep for the rest of your life. And before we start, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. And if you'd like more life-saving health videos like this one, be sure to like and subscribe. Alright, let's begin. Let me tell you something I wish someone had told me when I turned 60. Sleep changes. Not just how long you sleep, but how your body handles sleep. You see, as we get older, sleep is no longer just rest. It becomes a delicate balance of survival. Why? Because everything in the body that once supported deep restorative sleep starts to weaken. Your brain becomes more vulnerable to oxygen drops. Your heart no longer recovers as efficiently during rest. Your breathing becomes lighter, and your muscles lose tone, including the ones that keep your airway open at night. And then there's something no one talks about: medications. Seniors often take multiple medications for blood pressure, for pain, for diabetes. But some of those interact with your sleep. Some slow your breathing. Some affect your memory consolidation. Some increase nighttime confusion, especially if you're slightly dehydrated or in a warm room. And yet, what do most people do when they struggle to sleep? They double down on old habits. Leaving the TV on for background noise, popping an over-the-counter sleep aid, taking a nap at 5 p.m. because why not eating a snack before bed because I might get hungry later. None of these seem dangerous. But for a body over 60, these habits are like landmines in the dark. You don't know which one will be the one that leads to a fall, a stroke, a heart rhythm change in your sleep. That's why this video exists. Not to make you fear sleep, but to give you back control over how you sleep and how you wake up. Because knowledge is protection. And protection is what we all need, especially as we age. So let's break down the 7 most dangerous sleep habits one by one, and for each one, I'll show you a better way. Habit number 7, sleeping with the lights or TV on. I used to do this myself. Leave the TV on. Just a little background noise to help me fall asleep. Or a soft night light in the hallway, just in case I need to get up. It felt comforting, familiar, safe. But the truth is, this one habit, which over 60% of seniors do, can be a silent destroyer of your health. Here's why. When you sleep with any kind of light, even dim, your brain stops making enough melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. And after 60, your natural melatonin levels are already low. That means even small disruptions can have big consequences. A study from Northwestern University showed that sleeping with moderate light led to increased nighttime heart rate, lower heart rate variability, a sign of poor cardiovascular health, higher insulin resistance by the next morning. And no, it's not just one night. These effects build up night after night until your body is constantly under quiet stress while you sleep. Another major study followed over 43,000 women. Those who slept with the TV or a light on were 177% more likely to gain weight, 33% more likely to become overweight, 22% more likely to develop obesity. Now let me ask you something. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, can you afford that extra insulin resistance? If you've ever had a heart issue, is it worth the extra strain on your heart at night? And here's the kicker. It's not just light. The sound from your TV, even when you're asleep, is processed by your brain. Sudden changes in volume, emotional content, even music, all of it, causes micro-awakenings you don't remember, but your body does. It increases inflammation, raises stress hormones, and disrupts how your brain clears waste, including toxins linked to dementia. So what should you do instead? The fix. Turn off the TV at least 30 minutes before bed. Let your brain wind down naturally. Use motion-activated red lights if you need guidance at night. Red light doesn't block melatonin. Install blackout curtains to block outside light. Make your bedroom a cave, cool, dark, quiet. When you give your brain real darkness, it gives you real rest. And the difference, you'll feel it. Not just in how you sleep, but how you wake up. Habit number 6, taking sleep medications without medical supervision. It starts with a simple thought: I just need something to help me sleep tonight. So you take a little pill, maybe over the counter, maybe one a friend recommended. It works, sort of. You fall asleep faster. But then you start taking it again the next night, and the next. And without realizing it, your body is no longer in control of your sleep. The pill is. This is more common than you might think. Over 40% of seniors take some form of sleep medication, often without a doctor's oversight. But here's the problem. After 60, your body processes medication differently. Your liver and kidneys slow down, which means medications stay longer in your bloodstream and in higher concentrations. What does that do? It increases your risk of falling. Falls are already the #1 cause of injury in seniors, and sleep medications make it 66% more likely you'll fall. It raises your risk of hip fractures, car accidents, and hospital admissions. A study showed an 89% increase in hip fractures and a 68% increase in hospitalizations for seniors taking regular sleep meds. It can damage your brain. One of the most alarming findings: seniors who regularly take sleep medications have a 54% higher risk of dementia. These drugs can impair memory, slow thinking, and accelerate cognitive decline. But I only take the low dose. Even low doses taken regularly can interact dangerously with other medications like blood pressure pills, painkillers, or even antibiotics. And stopping suddenly, that's risky too. It can cause withdrawal rebound, insomnia, and even confusion or agitation. The fix: don't stop cold turkey. If you're using sleep meds now, talk to your doctor before making any changes. Ask about non-drug options, sleep hygiene, melatonin, behavioral therapy, relaxation techniques. Track your sleep for a few nights, understand the real problem behind your restlessness. Good sleep doesn't come in a bottle. It comes from understanding your body. You deserve to sleep well, but also to wake up clear-minded, steady, and safe. Habit number 5, excessive daytime napping. We've all been there. You sit down in the afternoon just for a moment and suddenly your eyes close. I'll just nap for 15 minutes. But when you wake up, an hour or more has passed. And while you might feel a little better, that nap stole your night's sleep. Here's what most people don't realize. When you're over 60, your circadian rhythm, your internal clock, is already more fragile. If you nap too long or too late in the day, you throw off that rhythm. The result, you lie awake at night. Then the next day you're tired again, so you nap again. It becomes a vicious cycle. The science is clear. Seniors who nap more than 1 hour per day have a 34% higher risk of developing metabolic syndrome, 50% higher risk of cardiovascular disease, 27% higher risk of all-cause mortality. Yes, napping too much is linked to a shorter life. And here's the most frightening part. Excessive napping may be an early sign of Alzheimer's disease. Research from UCSF found that seniors who napped excessively were 40% more likely to develop dementia, and often years before diagnosis. So if you find yourself needing long naps every day, it might not just be getting older. It might be your body trying to tell you something deeper. The fix: limit naps to 20-30 minutes, ideally between 12-2 p.m. Avoid napping after 3 p.m. It will make it harder to fall asleep at night. If you feel constant fatigue, it's time to look at your nighttime sleep and maybe speak with your doctor. Replace naps with light movement, sunshine, or gentle stretching, all of which naturally boost energy. A short nap can recharge you. A long nap can rob your night and your health. Habit number 4, eating very late at night. I just need a little something before bed. A cracker, some cookies, maybe a small sandwich. It feels harmless. Comforting even. But eating late at night, especially within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime, can turn your rest into a risk. Because when you lie down with a full stomach, you're forcing your body to digest when it should be repairing and restoring. And for seniors, this can lead to a chain reaction of problems. What happens when you eat too late? Acid reflux and heartburn. Lying down makes it easier for stomach acid to rise into your esophagus. This leads to chronic inflammation and over time increases the risk of esophageal cancer. If you're already on medications that weaken the esophageal sphincter like certain blood pressure meds, the risk is even higher. Blood sugar spikes. As we age, insulin sensitivity decreases at night. That means carbs and sugars eaten late are more likely to be stored as fat. For the 25% of seniors with undiagnosed prediabetes, this habit can push them toward type 2 diabetes faster. High blood pressure at night. Normally your blood pressure dips during sleep, giving your heart a break. But eating late can cause a non-dipping pattern, which is strongly linked to a higher risk of stroke and heart attack, especially in the early morning hours. You may not feel any of this, but your body is fighting all night when it should be healing. The fix: stop eating at least 3-4 hours before bed. If you absolutely need something, choose a small, easy-to-digest snack, a few almonds, plain yogurt, or warm herbal tea. Avoid sugar, spicy food, caffeine, and high-fat meals at night. Let your stomach rest so the rest of your body can heal. You don't need to go to bed hungry, but going to bed full, that's a recipe for silent stress on your heart, your brain, and your metabolism. Habit number 3, sleeping in a bedroom that's too hot. A warm room, a thick blanket. It feels cozy, safe. For many seniors, warmth brings comfort, especially in colder months. But here's the truth. Sleeping in a room that's too warm might be silently stressing your heart, your brain, and your sleep. Because your body needs to cool down at night to enter the deepest, most restorative stages of sleep. And after 60, your body's ability to regulate temperature starts to weaken. What the science shows. According to the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry, seniors who sleep in rooms warmer than 70-degree Fahrenheit experience up to 30% less slow-wave sleep. That's the deep sleep that repairs cells, strengthens memory, and supports your immune system. Less deep sleep, higher inflammation, poorer glucose control, increased risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even depression. Your heart also works harder in warm environments. To cool you down, it must pump more blood to the surface of your skin. For a heart already under strain, this extra work can lead to arrhythmias or nighttime cardiac events. And there's more. Seniors are more prone to dehydration. A warm room means more sweating during sleep, which can silently lead to electrolyte imbalances, a major trigger for strokes and irregular heartbeat. The fix: set your bedroom temperature between 60-67 degrees, 15-19 degrees C. Use light breathable cotton sheets and layer with blankets so you can remove one if needed. Avoid heating pads or electric blankets during sleep. They may overheat you without you realizing. If you get cold easily, warm your feet, socks, or a hot water bottle instead of heating the whole room. A cooler room isn't uncomfortable, it's healing. Your heart, your brain, and your immune system all work better when your sleep environment supports deep rest. Habit number 2, ignoring sleep apnea symptoms. You snore a little. Maybe you wake up feeling tired. That's just aging. Right? Wrong. What many seniors think is normal aging could be a sign of something far more serious, even life-threatening. It's called sleep apnea, and it affects nearly 40% of adults over 60, yet 80% of cases go undiagnosed. Why? Because most people have no idea it's happening. You stop breathing for seconds, sometimes longer, hundreds of times a night. Your brain and heart get less oxygen. Your body wakes up in stress mode over and over again. And the scariest part, you probably won't even remember it in the morning. Why it's so dangerous? Each pause in breathing spikes your blood pressure and floods your body with stress hormones. Over time, this constant nighttime strain leads to 30% higher risk of fatal heart attacks, up to 60% higher risk of stroke, faster shrinkage of brain tissue in areas responsible for memory and decision-making. Studies show sleep apnea can triple the rate of brain aging and may contribute to Alzheimer's and other dementias. It also worsens blood sugar control, weight gain, and daytime fatigue, increasing fall risk and lowering quality of life. And here's what makes it so dangerous. Most people with sleep apnea say, "I feel fine," but their body is under attack every single night. Do you have any of these signs? Loud snoring, gasping or choking during sleep, morning headaches, dry mouth upon waking, feeling tired, groggy or foggy during the day, falling asleep while watching TV or reading. If you nodded at any of those, don't ignore it. The fix: talk to your doctor about getting a sleep study. Many can now be done at home. If diagnosed, treatment options include CPAP machines, oral devices, weight loss, and positional therapy. Even small improvements in breathing at night can lower blood pressure, reduce stroke risk, protect brain function, and dramatically improve daytime energy. You don't just breathe better, you live longer. Don't let sleep apnea stay in the shadows. shine a light on it, and take back your nights. Habit number 1, sleeping on your back, the supine position. It seems like the most natural thing in the world. You lie down, you settle into your mattress, and without thinking, you fall asleep on your back. Peaceful, right? For many, yes. But for seniors, especially after age 60, sleeping on your back can be the most dangerous position of all. Why? Because gravity starts to work against you. What happens when you sleep on your back? Your tongue and soft tissues fall backward, narrowing or even blocking your airway, especially if you already have sleep apnea or weak throat muscles. Breathing becomes harder. Oxygen levels drop. You may not even wake up, but your brain and heart are fighting to keep up. Research from the Mayo Clinic found that back sleeping worsens sleep apnea symptoms by up to 40%. Even if you don't have diagnosed sleep apnea, back sleeping can still reduce airflow subtly but consistently, increase pressure on your heart and major blood vessels, lead to silent reflux and stomach acid rising into the esophagus, especially dangerous for those with GERD or hiatal hernia. Increase risk of aspiration, breathing stomach contents into the lungs and your brain. A study from Stony Brook University revealed something shocking. Sleeping on your back reduces the brain's ability to clear out waste proteins, including those linked to Alzheimer's disease, by up to 63% compared to side sleeping. That means every night spent on your back may be slowing your brain's natural cleaning system and speeding up memory loss. And here's the most insidious part. You might start the night sleeping on your side but roll onto your back unconsciously when your body is in its deepest, most vulnerable stages of sleep. That's when the damage is most likely to occur. The fix. Train yourself to sleep on your side, especially your left side, which reduces pressure on the heart and helps with digestion. Use pillows strategically, one between your knees for alignment, one behind your back to prevent rolling over. There are also wearable devices that gently alert you when you roll onto your back during sleep. Over time, your body can learn to make side sleeping its default. It's not just about comfort, it's about survival. One small change in position can open your airway, protect your heart, and support your brain's health. Let's imagine tonight, just you, your bedroom, and a chance to sleep safer than you have in years. You've learned the risks. Now it's time to take control, not by doing everything, but by doing a few small smart things consistently. Start with your evening routine. A few hours before bed, stop eating. Give your body time to digest and settle. No late night snacks, no just a bite. Let your stomach rest so your heart doesn't have to work overtime. Turn off the TV, close the laptop. Let the house get darker and quieter. Switch off the harsh white lights. Try a soft red lamp or candlelight instead. These small cues tell your brain it's time to wind down. Let your room cool down. Not cold, just comfortably cool. Aim for somewhere around 60-67 degrees, 15-19 degrees C. Instead of turning up the heat layer, your blankets so you can adjust during the night. Warm feet, wear socks. But keep your head and heart cool. When you climb into bed, don't lie on your back. Train yourself to sleep on your side, especially your left. It helps your heart, your breathing, your digestion, even your brain's cleaning system. A pillow behind your back can keep you from rolling. One between your knees keeps your spine aligned. And let the room be dark, truly dark. No hallway lights, no TV glow, no blinking clocks. Let your brain go deep undisturbed. If you've been using sleep medication, tonight is not the night to quit cold turkey, but it is the night to start asking questions. Make a plan with your doctor to reduce or replace sleep meds with safer options your brain will thank you for years to come. During the day tomorrow, if you feel sleepy, allow a short nap, no more than 20 to 30 minutes and never after 3 p.m. Long naps steal your night's rest. Keep them brief, like a reset, not a retreat. And finally, start listening for signs of sleep apnea. Do you snore, gasp, wake up with a dry mouth or headache? If so, don't ignore it. A simple sleep test, often done at home now, could save your life. That's it. One evening, one routine, one decision at a time. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to begin. Let me leave you with this. Sleep is not just rest. It's not just something that happens to us. Sleep is medicine. It's repair. It's protection, especially after 60, when every system in your body works just a little harder to keep going. Each of the 7 habits we talked about might seem small. One little light left on, one nap too long, one position in bed that feels natural. But when combined, these habits become a silent threat. A kind of slow wear on your body, your brain, your heart, while you're doing the very thing that should be healing you. The good news, you can change every single one of them. And you don't need 7 changes. Not tonight. You need just one. Pick one thing from today's video. Just one small step. Turn off the TV. Eat dinner a little earlier. Make your room a little darker. Use a pillow to keep from rolling on your back. Book that appointment to check your breathing at night. Because every small step compounds. Every better night builds a better day. And those days become years, sharper, steadier, stronger years. All it takes is 5 minutes tonight. 5 minutes to shift from surviving to healing. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which sleep habit surprised you the most? Which one do you think you're guilty of? And which one will you try to change tonight? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. And if you found this video helpful, please like it, share it, and subscribe for more science-backed life-saving tips for healthy aging. You deserve better sleep. You deserve a longer, healthier life. And it can start tonight with just one change.